right, in this portion of the plan, I've taken this as my center point. This is my tire, and then if you ever look at a bug that's sort of a rounded curve here that I'm going to try to create. We're going to go forward with this next week and add color and shading. So we're going to keep working with the bug for a little while. So I need to create this ellipse, this outer curve, middle curve, inner curve, and I call this my outer line and my line going back and my line going forward. That's just how I refer to them. So I have my arc, which I figured out my center point, which is the same for all, and then the width and height of the circle, and then the starting point and the ending point of the arc. I'm going actually past 0 degrees, and it will not work. I guessed that it was about 6 degrees here past 0. I had to put it as 366 degrees. I actually end up changing that a little bit to make it look right. But if you go past the 0 portion, you have to add it to 360. So I've gone ahead and coded in pretty much what I had planned here. You'll notice I've got it as the rear wheel area, outer line, middle line, inside line, tire, back line, forward line. To me, this is a line going back, this is a line going forward, so that I would instantly know which line I have to change. And so we're going to test it. I'm going to tell you right now, it didn't turn out quite what I wanted, because if you remember, I adjusted the line here. So I'm going to have to adjust these a little bit to make them fit. And that's common. So I'm off, but not far off. I think if I move the center point, everything else will come with it. And I'm guessing that I'm going to need to move the center point down and back. So we're going to take the center point to move it down. We're going to move it down to, let's see, this is my X. Down, we're going to move it to 80, to 80, to 80, to 80. We'll come back to these lines later. And then back, let's try 110. That's not bad. That really is not bad. I think I actually want to move it back 5 more. So I'll set each of these to 105, 105, 105. And I'm going to have to move these lines. So this one needs to come down by 10 and back by 25. So down is Y, so we're going to make that 275 and 280. And back by 25, so that would be 65 and that would be 44. That's about right. And so that this line needs to come over about here. And so that's going to need to come down back 25. Down 10. Back 25. Down 10. Pretty good. When I change the line thicknesses, I think I'm going to be pretty happy with that part of my bug. As you can see, because we're getting the fill in here a solid color, when we're done, we're going to actually need to change the outer, the percentage on that original arc. We're going to need to make it come out further. So we're actually going to have to change the radians here to start earlier. We're going to say 180, and here we're probably going to want to go 180 on both sides because everything's stacking in front of it. So this would become 360. See if that helps. Since we're going to be drawing in front of it, that's probably going to be just about right. So now I have to finish off the rest of this wheel and draw a couple lines in here, and then I'm pretty much done with the plan for my bug. So I'm going to finish that, and I'll show you how I did in a couple of minutes in the next video.